Ever since RDJ's Doctor Doom was announced, people have had just one question: when will Victor Von Doom make his first appearance in the MCU? Now, Marvel's Phase 5 is wrapping up with its final movie, Thunderbolts, which clearly won't introduce Doom's threat. And right after that, Phase 6 kicks off with Fantastic Four, First Steps. This would be the logical place to show Doom, because then we'll move toward the Doomsday movie, where the Fantastic Four and Avengers come together. There's a 10-month gap till then, and we can safely assume that Marvel will definitely release at least one more movie during that time. But right now, introducing RDJ's Doom in the Fantastic Four movie would be a golden opportunity to set up their classic rivalry, which they really should not miss. Now, this idea leads to many questions. Will Doom exist in the same universe as the Fantastic Four? Or will he be from an alternate universe, arriving in Reed's world to start hating him? But if Doom is from another universe, then on entering this one, he would immediately start creating chaos. So Reed should be given a little room to breathe and establish himself. To tell that story properly, they might need to divert the narrative a little. And if they do show Doom in this way, then Doom's appearance in Doomsday might lose its weight and gravity. If even a 5-minute fight or a rivalry setup happens in that movie, then the movie's scale could get imbalanced. Because on one side, you'd have Silver Surfer and Galactus, and on the other, Doom. And that's not really a fair comparison. After wrestling with all these thoughts, one idea clearly emerges. We've already seen the perfect example of this in the MCU. Marvel has already introduced its main baddie in a subtle yet powerful way that everyone loved. And if Marvel simply repeats that exact same approach, then all they have to do is build up the aura for the next 10 months. The public will do the rest. And that perfect example is from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. The way James Gunn subtly wrote in Thanos' existence into the story without derailing it, it was brilliant. It didn't threaten the larger narrative, nor did it affect the power scale. So they don't need to make a big fuss. They can simply show Doom in the capacity of Volume 1. Introduce him in Fantastic Four, First Steps, and then let him disappear. Just enough to connect him to the story as a multiverse character, but also show that Doom is thinking far ahead of Reed, just like Thanos was in Volume 1 when he said, "I won't get involved in these petty things. When my time comes, I'll step in as the villain." This is exactly what fans want, for Marvel to go back to well-written, interconnected stories, not just rely on post-credit scenes to tie everything together. But if Marvel wants to play it safe, they always have the post-credit scene gimmick, and people are already expecting that Doom will appear in one. That's kind of a foregone conclusion now. The real concern is, if he does appear at the end, how much will they show? How much will they set up? On the surface, fans will go nuts. I'd burst crackers, distribute sweets. It would be just like that Thanos moment. Fine, I'll do it myself. That alone would be enough. But if you follow the Guardians Volume 1 formula, you can introduce the character, give him some strong lines, set up the rivalry without disturbing the story. People will still be entertained. No need to go overboard. Of course, this is a concern, but it also raises a very real question. If Doom is from the Fantastic Four's universe, and if there's a planet-threatening event like Galactus, then after witnessing such a threat, Doom won't be able to rest easy. Even if he's ruling his country Latveria peacefully, experiencing a greater existence like Galactus would make him realize that even he can be destroyed. And as we know from the comics, Doom doesn't stop after witnessing something like that. That power dynamic would blow his mind. Doom won't just want to rule his world, he'll want to save the entire multiverse his way. He'll want to become a god. But on top of that, there's one realistic idea. Doom is already traveling the multiverse, establishing dominance from universe to universe. Meanwhile, the Kang the Conqueror threat still looms. And here's how that issue could be solved. The most badass way to introduce Doom would be to show him on a destroyed battlefield, a graveyard of Kang variants. The camera slowly moves in on a blood-spattered helmet, cracked, burnt, scarred from battle. And just then, a gloved hand reaches in from the side. Doom picks up the helmet, sets it aside, but doesn't wear it, because we need to see his face and build up his height and presence. Then RDJ's voice, not enough. And I'm telling you, just that one moment would be enough. It would solve the Kang problem, audiences won't complain, and Doom's dominance would be instantly clear, because a being like Kang, who controls time and the multiverse, has been defeated by Doom alone. And even then, Doom isn't satisfied. He wants more power, more control. Some people might even see Doom as a hero. He defeated Kang, he saved us, he saved the multiverse. But little do they know, Doom has come to rule over them, his way. And now he will control the incursions. Which universe survives, and which dies, he will decide. That's when his anti-hero journey begins. Because people will ask, who are you to decide who lives or dies? And Doom will answer, if not me, then who? Now you tell me, where do you think Doom is from? Share your thoughts, opinions, hopes, and dreams. Is he from the Fantastic Four's universe? If so, what problems or possibilities do you see? Or is he from the multiverse? And if yes, how badass will that be? Tell me your hopes and dreams in the comments. And until then, keep watching Fame.